Amelia, I thought I had this ready, and now all of a sudden it told me that I had to rotate it. So now it's rotated. I want to ask you a question. Where's my pen? Why do we struggle? Have you noticed that whenever we're having a great time, something happens and we trip? Sometimes when we are dancing and having fun, all of a sudden a storm comes. Have you noticed that? When we are enjoying a moment, either at work or at home or in a vacation, then all of a sudden something happens that ruins the moment. I was meditating and praying for a few hours. It was very difficult. And I'm trying to understand myself. Why do we struggle so much? And what happens after that? What do we do? And I believe the reason is that we need somebody's help. We need somebody to help us. Either book the trip, either help us with an issue we're having, either, just whenever we reach out to somebody, is because we need help. We struggle, and then we need to go out there and ask for help. And the number one, in my opinion, the number one place that we need to go is to our safe place. What is a safe place? A place where you're quiet, where you're calm, and you look for your higher power, for your God, for the whatever you search for, whatever you look up to, whoever is your God. My God is my God. And I follow Jesus Christ, by the way. And whoever's your God, number one, you follow that. Why do we struggle sometimes? Because he wants us to come back to that safe place and ask for his help. We cannot do everything alone. There is nobody in this planet that has done things by themselves and alone. If somebody reaches out to you for help, I will highly recommend not to criticize them, not to point fingers at them, and not to say, well, I gave you this advice and get after them. Rather, help them. Rather, listen to them, comprehend what they're saying. Sometimes when people ask for help, they don't need for you to say anything. Sometimes they just want you to hear them. They want you to acknowledge what they're going through. They don't need your help. You know what I mean? To listen to them. Of course they need you. Of course we all do. But what I mean is when they talk to you, when they reach out to you. I've noticed that sometimes when people ask for help, we get criticized. We get put in a ring, and then we start beating them up. Well, you did this. Well, this happened. Well, this has happened because of that. There's way too many opinions in that situation where there should be more, maybe a question. What can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I make it better? What do you need from me? And then help them. And you know what? Because one day you're going to need help too. One day you're going to be the one who's going to ask for help. I think in this planet, everybody needs help from somebody. They didn't make it alone, even the big ones. Bill Gates, Coming to a safe place is very important, and coming back to where we belong, because sometimes our ego gets on the way. Our badass me, I'm a badass and I'm just gonna do it by myself and I can do everything. And all of a sudden, we elevate and it doesn't go well. A storm comes. We need to come back to our safe place. I was reading a story one day in Ricky Martin. They said, well, why do you go to India so much? At one point he was going to India. And he says, because I gotta calm my nerves down again. because I have so much and I have built so much that, the ego takes over. And he didn't say the ego, but he says, there's this power, this thing that you think you're powerful takes over. And then in India, there's a lot of poverty. There's many artists that go there, even I think including Madonna, and they bring you back to where we belong, in the ground, because we gotta be walking. So anyway, isn't it time sometimes that you cannot carry everything alone? You need help. So I want to end with this. If there is somebody you need to call, give them a call. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your grandparents, anybody that you say, you know what, I haven't talked to them in a long time. They probably want to listen, and they probably want to hear your voice. The other thing, it's very awesome to sit down and be grateful and have gratitude. Things might not be going perfect. Everything might be going the wrong way, what you didn't plan it like that. But let's be honest. We have to be grateful for what we do have. I have these glasses, I'm grateful for them. I have a blouse, I have internet. I have the ability to come to your home and talk to you. I am so grateful about that. Maybe somebody's need to hear I'm sorry from you when they ask you for help and you said no. When they ask you, just to to listen to them and you went the other route. Maybe that person is waiting for that. And you know what? It doesn't take nothing away from you. Doesn't take nothing away from you. A smile takes nothing away from you. This is everything's free. The sun, the birds, the air, it's free to us. And saying I'm sorry is going to heal. That really is going to heal. The other thing is to sit quiet in your secret place. I think we all should have a secret place. And I mean secret in a good way. Secret where it's only you, between you and your Bible, between you and your mouth, your words, between you and yourself and your heart, where you have safety, where you feel that you need to express and to bring out your heart and ask the universe, to ask God, to ask for help in this time of need and whatever you are going through. Or you can be grateful. Thank you so much for this beautiful, wonderful day. And today was an amazing day. And trust me, having that and saying those things is going to comfort you. It's going to comfort you. Well, I wish you a beautiful and wonderful day. And sometimes we feel that, and we need to fill our tank again by doing many, many things that you know what they are. And I just express them to you. Have a beautiful and wonderful day today. And may God bless you. And I'll see you tomorrow.